Here in front are the ingredients: 5½ cup of all-purpose flour, large eggs, 3½ tablespoon of shortening, 1 tablespoon of yeast with 1 cup of lukewarm water, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 3/4 cup of evaporated milk, 1/4 teaspoon of iodized salt, and the butter. That's it! The next step is to add our flour into an empty bowl with our dry ingredients on. Add the sugar, the salt, After mixing the dry ingredients, let's put our liquid ingredients on. Let's put aside our electric mixer first. Evaporated milk, active yeast, and a piece of large egg. Now we're gonna use our electric mixer again to mix it all together and making sure that it was all blended. Now that our dough is ready, let's take it out. Now let's start kneading our dough. We need to use some flour so that it will not stick into the flat form. Knead until a couple of minutes so that it will be consistent and will not stick into our hands. Now that I'm done kneading it, let's put it in a bowl. Let it rest for a while and wait until it dries. Cover it with cling wrap. After letting it rest for about an hour, let's use our rolling pins to roll it out. Make sure that it was evenly distributed and was well flattened. Now we're gonna start cutting it and form it into a square. Now let's start picking it up and form it into shapes that we desire. Let's put our pandesal into our baking sheet and brush some egg wash to have that glossy appearance. And we're gonna sprinkle some breadcrumbs on top of our pandesal. The same goes for our pan de coco. Let's put our coconut grated filling and cover it up in a circular motion. Let's put it in our baking sheet. And lastly, for our loaf bread, let's have a shape of our rectangular form to perfectly fit it into our molded pan. After preheating our oven in a 400 degree Fahrenheit Let's put our bread and set a timer for about 15 minutes or until it's done. Close the lid. Now that our bread is ready, let's take it out and let it cool for a moment. Ta-da! This is the final product of our pandesal, pandi coco, and loaf bread. Thank you all for watching. Bye!